resent my mom because she never taught me any life skills.
I actually told Lauren to drop out of school when she was in 11th grade because she had bad social anxiety and she just hated school.
Well, according to Lauren, dear old dad John didn't do any better.
As a teenager, I could drink, party, and do drugs with my dad. Now when I think about my dad, it makes me really angry.
Now, Lauren and John admit they gave Lauren a little too much freedom.
My daughter Lauren holds me responsible for the way her life turned out. The fact is she doesn't work hard. Lauren's very lazy.
I would drink and occasionally do lines of cocaine with Lauren.
Under what theory do you as a father say, I'm gonna do drugs with my daughter?
That was my way of being close with my daughter.
So you thought, I'm gonna bond with her, we're gonna do a couple of lines of cocaine here. I see your pictures here. This is you bonding with her. Am I in the twilight zone here?
My dad did sleep with hundreds of women when he was with my mom. My dad would tell me about his affairs and tell me not to tell my mom.
John threatened Lauren not to say anything about any of the affairs or there would be consequences.
Did he have an affair with your best friend?
Yes,
And had a daughter?
and had a daughter.
He had sex with one of your 17-year-old friends.
We were having a party.
You were partying with all of her friends, that's bonding.
I don't recall that situation. I mean, I was high and I was drunk.
How do you bring that up around the kitchen table? By the way, your best friend that I'm having an affair with and got pregnant and having a baby, I'd kind of like to move her in.
There was another girlfriend, and the girlfriend after that, her best friend, is the one that moved in.
I offered for
We
you
had
to
nowhere to go.
stay for the first 2 weeks.
Excuse me. Did you say you invited him and his girlfriend to move
I
in?
told him he could stay at my house.
With his girlfriend?
With his girlfriend.
When they moved in, where'd you sleep?
On the couch.
Are you insane?
Yes.
Okay, you heard what he just said. I was never abusive towards her mother. True or false?
False.
True or false?
False.
Are you lying here or are they lying? One of you's lying.
I mean, if I don't define abuse, I mean, it's not like I was beating on her. It was a normal boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife arguments, shoving
That's
back and
not a
forth. I
normal
mean, I never really
relationship, though.
hauled off and punched her in her face.
That's the thing.
You punched
I
me in
don't
my
mean-
face when you got caught messing around. I had a black eye. I lost my job.
I no.
Well, how about the hammer you threw at me across the room because you got mad about the Linkin Park song I was playing?
I thrown something across the room, not aiming it at you.
At me?
No, I didn't aim it at you.
Yes,
That
you
was just
did.
out of anger, picking something up and throwing it in
Why
the
is it
house.
always throwing something when you're angry? That's why you got this fear in everybody's face that we have to walk on eggshells around you. Because if it's not the way John wants it, God knows what he's going to do. The reason that I said to drop out of school, because they said in order for you to graduate, you had to go for a full year during the day.
I didn't say that you encouraged me to
Okay,
drop out of school, but
full
you
year
allowed it.
and night school, and get straight A's was the only way you were going to graduate. And did you say about the school that I paid for you to go get a degree? I always encourage your education.
No, I never said you encouraged
I got
me
you
to.
an apartment in Sunny Isles, living right next to the school, as I paid for the school, paid for an apartment for you and your
You
girlfriend.
couldn't afford it, though.
I did it, though.
No.
And had a car for you to get back and forth to school. It was a pain. It was a hassle.
No,
it
because
was stress, but I did it.
I got banned from the school tons
A
of times
couple of
because
times
you
you
couldn't
couldn't
pay
go into
for it,
lab.
and I missed half. I almost didn't. I almost fell
Okay,
out and
but-
didn't graduate because we couldn't afford it. You made a promise
But
that.
I tried.
I know you did it. I know.
tried with all my
I know you were
heart to
trying
do-
to
I
try.
tried
Can
to
I
pay so
ask you
much.
one question that I meant to ask earlier and didn't? It goes right along these lines. You said she had 3 shiny new cars. Why?
Because she was in a car, 2 car accidents.
Why, if you're struggling as a single mother trying to make ends meet, why are you
That was
buying
when
your
I was
child
working.
three? I understand. Why are you buying your child 3 new cars?
She tries to make promises she can't keep and go.
I'm asking her.
I try to make her happy. I mean, I bought a car for myself. The first time I ever bought a car for myself, I traded it in and got her the car she wanted and took the piece of crap car because I want her to be happy. I feel bad for what she's gone through, and material items don't mean anything by all means. I know that. But I just tried to make things easy and happy for her. Just take a little bit of stress off of what she's gone through.
So you think she'd rather have a shiny new car than a healthy, peaceful home?
No, but because I couldn't fix that. And I could fix the car part, I would do it. I couldn't fix the home part. The home part was beyond fixing for me.
Could.
I can't. I didn't know how. Your response was kick him out. I told you that's an issue that I have. I'm such I enable people. I do things for people that I shouldn't do, and that includes you.
Well, enable is not a big enough word for what's going on here, and I am serious about that. This is beyond enabling. This is sick and toxic. It's bad for you. It's bad for you. It's bad for you. Look.
I let John move back in with me 11 months ago because I was trying to help him get clean from drugs.
I have nothing right now. If Laura threw me out right now, I would be living on the streets.
I pay the rent, I cook, I clean up after him. When John moved in, I allowed him to sleep in the room because he was always so comatose on the couch from the Xanax. Then I started sleeping over here. This now became my bed.
My dad does completely take advantage of my mom.
I do all that because he manipulates me into doing that. John steals and pawns my things to support his drug habit. The TV's missing. He was nice enough to leave me the wire for the TV. He stole my bike. I have nothing left.
I'm on my way to the pawn shop. Let's see if I can get a quick $50, $60 for that laptop. Right now, I'm gonna pawn it to go score some drugs. They gave me $80. I'm gonna pick up some Xanax, and unfortunately, I'm gonna go pick up some crack.
I put up with it because I feel sorry for him. I don't know why I haven't kicked John out for good.
I did give my mom an ultimatum. I told her to choose between me and my father. She chose my father.
Whose laptop was that you were just taking and pawning?
Laura's.
That was your laptop?
Yes.
Okay, and that was when?
A few days ago.
That was just a few days ago. So you're living with her. By her grace, you're living with her. You said, but for that, you would just be on the street in a cardboard box.
Correct.
And you take her laptop and go pawn it. Did you know he had it?
No.
And usually what I would do is I would go hustle some money and try and get the items back in the house.
And how will you hustle money? By stealing from store?
That and other ways, yes.
What are other ways?
Go to a friend and say, I need money for this, or I need money. I sold my ex-wife's laptop, and I need to get it back in the house before she gets home. Can you lend me $50, $60 to get it back? Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. What else? I mean, come on, what do you got to lose here? I mean, it's not like you're going to look bad.
No, I know.
Do you rob people?
No, I don't rob people.
Do you go through the neighborhood and go in houses and stuff?
No, I haven't gotten to that point, no.
Recently, my mom went home and my dad had a woman in the house.
John punched the wall, cut his hand, blood everywhere.
The house was trashed. There was liquor bottles and drugs everywhere. My dad at one point urinated in a vase. My mom freaked out. My mom kicked my dad out, but 3 hours later, he was back in the house.
He had given my TV away and my car away to the drug dealers. He never got the TV back, and my car was totaled by the drug dealer.
Well, the stories like you just heard that has Lauren begging her mother to kick her drug-addicted father out of her mom's house and life for good. Is there a point where enough is enough and too much is too much? Or are you telling me I can't do it and I know I can't do it and that's just all there is to it? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
That you are addicted to him just like he is addicted to drugs, and that's it. Do you get that? Do you know that no matter what happens, you can always go to her and she's going to let you use, abuse, take you in, cover you?
I always feel that she'll forgive me and take me back, yeah.
Do you feel any sense of betrayal in the way you're modeling for her?
Oh, yes.
Children learn what they live. What are you teaching her?
I'm teaching her that it's okay to allow to be abused and taken advantage of and used by people.
So there's nothing he can do that isn't...
There's got to be something he does that actually pushes me to the limit. I just don't know what it's going to take.
Well, there's nothing so far, because I made a list.
Oh, boy.
This is John's behavior according to you two. This is between Lauren and Laura. This is his behavior. He spent $100,000 on drugs. Lauren's called 911 because of his domestic violence. He's grabbed you by the throat, chokes Lauren's sister, slammed Laura's head into a desk, threatened to hurt Lauren if she talked about affairs, sold drugs, steals from Laura to buy drugs, pawns household items, had a child with a mistress, is urinated in household objects while high, slept with a 17-year-old friend. He's the breast pump bandit. He's bribed Lauren to keep affairs quiet. He's slept with hookers, moved mistress into the house, living went free, moved you to the couch, gave daughter cocaine after an ER. I mean, come on. I would have put more up here, but I've only got 37 feet of screen. The point is, there's nothing he can do.
They think it's normal.
If you had self-worth or self-esteem at a healthy level, you would not allow people to treat you the way you do. Look, you got a serious drug problem. You're in over your head. I'm going to get you some help for this. I'm going to do that as much for your family as I am for you. They need a break and you need help. I've asked Joseph Floyd, the CEO of the Pat Moore Foundation, to join us. The Pat Moore Foundation is just terrific. It's located on a beautiful private co-ed campus on the coast of Southern California. They've been there for 30 years, and they specialize in substance abuse, detoxification, and very individualized treatment. And this is Joseph Floyd right here. Joseph, good to see you.
Thank you.
I've asked you to come here because I do not think there's one chance in hell that this man can kick this habit without professional help, and I think you guys can help him.
Well, thank you for having us today. I hope John accepts the help that we're willing to offer. It would probably be the best decision he's ever made in his life, not only for himself, but also for his family.
Now, I'm making that offer to you one time.
Yeah, yes. I'll do it for them, and as for myself.
While he's gone, you have a lot of work to do, and I'm going to get you the professional help with which to do that, okay? And I'm very concerned that you have maybe some PTSD here. I think you certainly are dealing with some problems with depression and anxiety at a minimum. We're going to talk with you backstage. We're going to get that set up. We're going to help you very much.
Thank you.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.